Okay, question number 37. Which educational approach is characterized by the belief that all children can learn and emphasizes differentiated instruction to meet diverse learning needs? Letter A, traditional education. Letter B, inclusive education. Letter C, Montessori education. Letter D, classical education. The key word here is differentiated instruction to meet diverse learning needs. Okay, so the correct answer here is letter B, inclusive education. So what is inclusive education? It is based on the belief that all children can learn and emphasize differentiated instruction. So it is to meet the diverse learning needs, including those with disabilities. So, walang exempted kumbaga dito sa or walang pinipili pagdating sa inclusive education. All are catered kung ano man yung talent ng students. So, the correct answer is inclusive education. Let's proceed to question number 38. Question number 38. Which act established the Enhanced Education Program in the Philippines, adding 2 years to the basic curriculum? Letter A, Republic Act 6655. Letter B, Republic Act 10533. Letter C, Republic Act 9155. Letter D, Republic Act 7079. Enhanced Basic Education Program. Anong tawag natin dito? So, it adds 2 years. So, anong ating basic education? We have the kindergarten, we have the elementary, we have the junior high school, and we have the senior high school. The correct answer is Republic Act 10533. It is also known as the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. So it is also known as the K-12 program. So it adds 2 years to the basic education curriculum. Para saan? It is to align to the international standards. So we have 2 years for the senior high school. So that is K-12 curriculum. Okay, so tapos na tayo. Let's proceed now to question 39. What is the main goal of special education? Letter A, to integrate technology into the classroom. Letter B, to provide tailored educational programs for students with disabilities. Letter C, to focus on academic excellence. Letter D, to promote physical education. The main goal of special education. So, kaya nga siya special eh. So, ano dapat ang keyword natin dyan? No? So, it's not technology, it's not for academic excellence, it's not for physical education. The correct answer is letter B, to provide tailored educational programs for students with disabilities. So, it is to ensure that they will receive appropriate support and resources for their learning. Kasi, special education nga. No? So, merong mga iba't ibang mga learning disabilities ba yan or physical disabilities. So, kailangan ay meron silang specific programs for education. Let's proceed to question number 40. Who among the following introduced the Montessori method of education? which emphasizes self-directed activity and hands-on learning. Yung sagot na sa tanong na. Okay. So, the correct answer is letter C. Maria Montessori. Okay, so she introduced the Montessori method. Ano ba ang in-emphasize nito? Self-directed activity, hands-on learning, and collaborative play. Na kung saan yung mga bata ay parang naglalaro lang sila. No? This is to have an independent learning and development in children. Okay, so yun ang tamang sagot natin, si Maria Montessori for the Montessori method. Question number 41. Which educational philosophy emphasizes the transmission of cultural heritage and enduring ideas through the study of classic literature and historical texts? Letter A, progressivism. Letter B, realism. Letter C, perennialism. Letter D, essentialism. The keywords here is classic literature and historical text. So, when we say classic literature and historical text, kung ano yung sagot doon, yun pa rin hanggang ngayon. So, there is a consistent or permanent answer. So, the answer for question number 41 is letter C, perennialism, no? So, it is forever, permanent. So, perennialism. So, this is the transmission of cultural heritage and enduring ideas. So, ang mga keywords natin dyan, literature, historical text, great works of art, philosophy, na ang paniniwala dito ay this is a foundation of a well-rounded education. No? Perennialism, forever or permanent. No? Okay, so question number 42. Which teaching strategy involves students working together in small groups to complete tasks and solve problems collaboratively? Okay, so number 42, the correct answer is, anong correct answer natin dyan? That is letter B, cooperative learning, because there is a working together, no? So, meron tayong teamwork, communication, and social skills. So, that is number 42. Okay, let's proceed to question number 43. What is the main principle of cognitivism in education? Letter A, emphasis on mental processes and knowledge construction. Letter B, focus on observable behavior changes. Letter C, learning through hands-on activities. Letter D, developing moral and ethical values. So this focuses on the main principle of cognitivism. So letter A starts with on the mental processes. Letter B naman, observable behavior. And then letter C, hands-on activities. Sa letter D naman, moral and ethical values. So when we say cognitivism, ano ang kanyang focus? So the answer here is letter A, emphasis on mental processes and knowledge construction. So ano ba yung mga mental processes na yon? So it involves the thinking, memory, and problem solving. So it is focuses on how learners construct knowledge and understanding. So malalaman natin kagad sa keyword pa lang na cognitivism. So that is for the question number 44. Question number 43 pala yun. Question 44 naman, which educational approach encourages students to question and critically evaluate societal norms and values? Letter A, essentialism. Letter B, letter B, realism. Letter C, critical pedagogy. Or letter D, naturalism. The keyword here is critically evaluate. So that is letter C, no, critical pedagogy. So it evaluates societal norms, values, and power structures. So it promotes social justice, empowerment through education. The question number 45, which legislation created the Department of Education, Culture, and Sports in the Philippines? Letter A, Republic Act 6655. Letter B, Executive Order 117. Letter C, Republic Act 10533. Or letter D, Republic Act 7079. Ay, skip. Okay, the correct answer here is Executive Order number 117. It created the Department of Education, Culture, and Sports in the Philippines. Okay, so kasama pa dito yung Culture and Sports. So that is Executive Order number 117. Question number 46. Which educational approach advocates for education that is relevant to the present needs of the society and the individual? Letter A, essentialism. Letter B, reconstructionism. Letter C, realism. Letter D, perennialism. The correct answer for question number 46 is letter B, reconstructionism. Bakit reconstructionism? It is because ang kasabi di kasi dito, relevant to the present needs. Relevant to the present needs. So it aims to address social issues and promote societal change through education. Relevant to the present needs. Okay, that is reconstructionism. Okay, let's proceed to question number 47. Which type of assessment is designed to provide immediate feedback to students and teachers during the learning process? Letter A, summative assessment. Letter B, formative assessment. Letter C, diagnostic assessment. Letter D, norm reference assessment. The keyword here is immediate feedback. Tapos ang isa pang keyword dyan ay learning process. Immediate feedback, learning process. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 47 is formative assessment. Okay, so ang formative assessment is designed to provide immediate feedback during the learning process, helping to guide and improve ongoing instruction. So, during and ongoing. So, that is a process. So, there is an immediate feedback kung nasaan na ba ang estudyante. So, letter B, formative assessment. Let's proceed to question number 48. What is the primary focus of the humanistic approach to education? Letter A, emphasizing rote memorization. Letter B, fostering personal growth and self-actualization. Letter C, developing technical skills. Letter D, transmitting cultural heritage. Humanistic approach to education. Okay, so the keyword here is human. Siyempre, human, person. So, letter B, fostering personal growth and self-actualization. Let's proceed to question number 49. Which method of teaching involves the use of concrete objects to help students understand abstract concepts. Letter A, manipulative-based learning. Letter B, inquiry-based learning. Letter C, direct instruction. Letter D, cooperative learning. So, it involves the use of concrete objects. So, may nahawakan, no? May hinahawakan yung bata. So, the correct answer is letter A, manipulative. So, there is manipulation. Kumbaga, talagang nahawakan ng bata. They use physical objects to learn. So, that is manipulatives. Ang tawag natin sa mga objects na yun ay manipulatives. Okay. Another word for concrete objects is tangible objects. Okay, let's proceed to question number 50. Which philosopher introduced the concept of the absurd and the importance of creating meaning in a meaningless world? Letter A, Jean-Paul Sartre. Letter B, Martin Heidegger. Letter C, Albert Camus. Letter D, Soren Kierkegaard. The absurd, meaning in a meaningless world. Okay, so the correct answer here is the philosopher is letter C, Albert Camus. Okay, so this is the importance of meaning in a meaningless world, contributing to anong philosophy? Existentialist thought. No? Okay, let's proceed to question number 51. Which educational act aimed to promote and regulate campus journalism in the Philippines? Letter A, Republic Act 6655. Letter B, Republic Act 1425. Letter C, Republic Act 7079. Letter D, Republic Act 10533. Campus journalism. The correct answer is letter C, Republic Act 7079. It is also known as the Campus Journalism Act of 1991. Okay, so proceed naman tayo sa general education. General education tayo. Okay, general education question number 1. Which layer of the atmosphere contains 80% of the atmosphere's mass and 99% of the air along with the troposphere? Letter A, troposphere. Letter B, stratosphere. Letter C, mesosphere. Letter D, thermosphere. Okay, the correct answer here is the layer of the atmosphere that contains 80% mass and 99% of the air is the what we call troposphere. No, stratosphere. So the correct answer is letter B, is stratosphere. Okay, question number 2. What is the name of the coldest naturally occurring place on Earth? Letter A, troposphere. Letter B, stratosphere. Letter C, mesosphere. Or letter D, thermosphere. Coldest naturally occurring place on Earth. The correct answer is letter C, mesopause. It is the upper layer of mesosphere. So, mas mataas siya sa mesopause. It is the coldest naturally occurring place on Earth. Question number 3. Which type of cloud is described as thick, dark, and rain-producing? Letter A, cumulus. Letter B, stratus. Letter C, cirrus. Letter D, nimbus. Okay, so rain-producing. Thick, dark, and rain-producing. Okay, anyone? So, meron ba nakakuha dito? Parang letter D. Ang nagpo-produce ng rain ay nimbus. So, sila yung mga ulap na makakapal tapos maiitim na ulap. So, nimbus, rain-producing clouds. Okay, let's proceed to question number 4. What instrument is used to measure air pressure? Letter A, hygrometer. Letter B, thermometer. Letter C, barometer. Letter D, anemometer. Air pressure. Siyempre, tatanggalin nyo na dyan yung thermometer. Ano ba yung measure ng thermometer? Temperature, di ba? So, mayroon na lang kayong hygrometer, barometer, at anemometer. Okay, the correct answer is letter C, barometer. So, it measures air pressure. Question number 5. Okay, so, napapanahon to Which monsoon blows from November to April, causing rainy weather in certain regions? Letter A, sea breeze. Letter B, land breeze. Letter C, northeast monsoon, amihan. Letter B, southwest monsoon, habagat. November to April. November to April, ano na ba ngayon? July pa lang, So, ano dapat? Kailan ba ang November to April? November, December, October, November, December, January, February. Oh. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya, tawag nito, dalawa lang dyan, amihan or habagat. Okay, so the correct answer is letter C, northeast monsoon or amihan. So, ang amihan ay November to April. Tapos, ang habagat naman, syempre, mag-start siya ng May hanggang kailan? October. So, yun yung tinatawag natin na southwest monsoon. Okay? So, the correct answer is northeast monsoon or amihan. Question number 6. What theory explains the origin of the solar system as forming from a huge nebula? Letter A, Big Bang theory. Letter B, nebular hypothesis. Letter C, plate tectonic theory. Letter D, continental drift theory. So, the keyword here is huge nebula. Okay, syempre, ang correct answer natin dyan ay letter B, nebular hypothesis. So, it is the most widely accepted theory in the origin of the solar system that is formed by a huge nebula. Okay, anyone, ano ba ang nebula? Okay, ang nebula ay isang malaking parang ulap siya, no? Parang naipon na mga alikabok ng outer space. So that is what we call the nebula. Okay, question number 7. Which layer of the Earth is the thickest and includes most of the Earth's volume and mass? Letter A, crust. Letter B, upper mantle. Letter C, lower mantle. Letter D, core. Thickest part or thickest layer ng Earth. Okay, so ang pinakamakapal dyan ay syempre ay lower mantle. Okay, the correct answer is letter C, lower mantle. Okay, hindi siya core, no, kasi iba rin yung niya, yung thickness niya doon. Okay, so the correct answer here is lower mantle. Okay, question number 8. Which type of rock is formed by the cooling of magma? Letter A, sedimentary. Letter B, igneous. Letter C, metamorphic. Letter D, none of the above. Okay, kinds of rock, ang sabi dito, nabuo siya kapag lumalamig yung magma. Okay, the correct answer here is letter B, igneous rocks. No? It's formed by cooling magma and are the most common type of rock. So the correct answer is letter B, igneous. Question number 9. What phenomenon is caused by the gravitational pull of the sun and moon on Earth? Letter A, waves. Letter B, tsunamis. Letter C, tides. Letter D, currents. Gravitational pull of the sun and moon. Okay, so chat muna natin yung ating mga answers. Ano ba yung phenomenon na yon? So the correct answer here is tide. So meron tayong low tide saka high tide. So this cause at meron din tinatawag tayo ng mga tidal waves, no? Okay, question number 10. Which layer of Earth's core is solid and composed of iron, nickel, and silicon? Letter A, outer core. Letter B, inner core. Letter C, mantle. Letter D, crust. Okay, for question number 10, the correct answer is letter B, inner core. Okay, so yan ang para sa, ito pala ay earth science, no? Earth science yung nakuha natin ng mga questions. Okay, magbe-break lang tayo ng mga 5 minutes and then we will resume for other subjects for general education. So 5 minutes break and then we will proceed to questions for general education. Okay, let's proceed to General Education Part 2. So this time we'll proceed to General English subject. For question number 1, he ran for the bus and blank on. Letter A, had jump. Letter B, jumped. Letter C, jumps. And letter D, jumped. Okay, so you're going to uh, fill out kung ano yung correct verb na gagamitin dyan. Is it present tense? Is it past tense? So that it will have a complete action. Okay, so dapat alam natin ang tenses of the verb. Okay, the correct answer here is letter D, jumped. So this is past tense. So it requires a past tense of the word jump. So he ran for the bus and jumped on. So kung past tense yung run, syempre dapat past tense din yung nandun sa isa, jumped. Okay? Let's proceed to question number 2. He is the blank of the two brothers. Letter A, most tall. Letter B, tallest. Letter C, very tall. Letter D, taller. So these are adjectives. So it pertains to comparison. So meron tayong comparative, no? Yan ba ay most tall, tallest, very tall, or taller? The correct answer is letter B, tallest. So, when we compare two people or things, we use the comparative, taller. Pero dito kasi, it indicates a superlative comparison. Ang sabi kasi, among, it's more than, among more than two. So, this is superlative comparison. So, the correct answer is tallest. He is the tallest of the two brothers. Okay, so the correct answer is tallest. Okay. Question number 3. Neither F. Scott Fitzgerald nor his contemporaries blank their real names in their writing career. Letter A, use. Letter B, uses. Letter B, using. Letter D, has used. So, it deals again with the subject-verb agreement. So, alam dapat natin ang subject-verb agreement. So, ano ang correct form ng verb? Is it singular or plural form? Okay, so isipin natin muna. Siguro bigyan ko kayo ng 5 seconds to read and analyze the question. The correct answer is letter A, use. Okay, so kasi meron siyang neither nor. So pag nakita niyo yung mga word na neither nor and followed siya ng plural noun, kasi dito nor his contemporaries. So the plural noun here is contemporaries. So ibig sabihin we will use the plural form which is use. Okay? So, dalawa kasi yung noun dyan. Yung isa, yung proper noun na si F. Scott Fitzgerald, tapos yung contemporaries. Pero since nasa huli yung contemporaries, which is plural, then we will use the correct form, which is the plural form of the word use. So, the correct answer is letter A, use. Question number 4. Fish and fries blank my cousin's favorite fast food meal. Letter A is, letter B has, letter C are, letter D have. Okay, another subject verb agreement question. Ang unang titignan natin, nasan ba yung noun? Ano ang kanyang form? Is it in singular form or in plural form? Okay, so the correct answer for question number 4 is letter A. Okay, bakit letter A? Dalawa yung noun dun Fish and fries. Okay, ang fish and fries, for the record, yan ay isang singular form kasi magkasama siya. Okay? It is considered as one meal. Para ano yan bread and butter. Okay? Magkasama siya lagi. Okay, so the correct answer is. Fish and fries is my cousin's favorite fast food meal. Okay? Let's proceed now to question number 5. The members of the congregation are blank inside the conference room already. Letter B, all together. Letter B, together. Letter C, all together. Letter D, together all. Okay, I will give you siguro mga 20 seconds to choose your answer. Okay, the correct answer for number 5 is letter C, all together. Correct answer is letter C, all together. So it means one place or group. So ano ba yun nandun? Members of the congregation. So it is considered as one group. So letter C, all together. Question number 6. Blank clothing are advised to be worn during summer. Letter A, loss. Letter B, losing. Letter C, lose. Letter D, lost. Okay, 20 seconds to read the question and the answer. Okay, the correct answer for question number 6 is letter C, L-O-O-S-E, lose. So ano ba yung letter A? Loss ay talo. Letter B, losing, natatalo. Letter D, maluwag. Letter D, nawawala. So the correct answer is lose kasi maluwag. So clothing are advised to be worn during summer. So letter C is the correct answer for question number 6. Question number 7. Mr. Tolentino was concerned about the safety of motorists, and so she issued a circular containing blank safety instructions. Letter A, himself. Letter B, themselves. Letter C, his. Letter D, their. 20 seconds to choose your answer. Okay, the correct answer for question number 7 is letter D, their. Okay, the correct pronoun, ang ano ba ang ating ano diyan? Ang ating noun. It's the motorists. So their. So it is the possessive form of they. Kaya ang gamit natin ay their. So Mr. Tolentino was concerned about the safety of motorists, and so he issued a circular containing their safety instructions. Okay, letter number 7, the correct answer is letter D. Question number 8. To make our presentation readable, select images that will blank the text on the page. Letter A, move. Letter B, mix. Letter C, model. Letter D, match. Twenty seconds to choose your answer. Okay, the correct answer for question number 8 is letter D, match. Okay, so meron tayong complementation na tinatawag na images and text. So there is a, we will match the so that it will become readable. So the correct answer is letter D, match. Question number 9. Students who bully their classmates should be ashamed of blank. Letter A, himself. Letter B, ourselves. Letter C, themselves. Letter D, oneself. So, ano ba ang ating noun dyan? Our noun is students. Okay, 20 seconds to choose your answer. The correct answer is letter C, themselves. Students is plural, so the correct form of reflexive pronoun is themselves. Letter C. Okay, question number 10. Some animals perform services to assist man. Canines serve in war and in peace. Cats safeguard the home from pests. Pigeons can transmit messages. This is possible if these animals are letter A, fed, letter B, drugged, letter C, trained, letter D, kept. 20 seconds to choose your answer. All right, may nakikita na akong correct answer sa comment section. So, syempre hindi naman yan drugged, no? Dinodroga mo yung ano. Nakadroga ba yung mga hayop? Okay, so the correct answer is trained. So, you cannot give or train or use the animals in this situation kapag hindi mo sila na-train. So, the correct answer is letter C, trained. Okay, last question. Last question po tayo. Question number 11. Maria is planning to visit her friend who lives blank the river. Letter A, above. Letter B, over. Letter C, across. Letter D, through. 20 seconds to choose your answer. Okay, the correct answer is letter C, across the river. Kasi this is the correct preposition indicating that indicating traveling from one side of the river to the other side. Okay, so hindi po naman pwedeng above, hindi pwedeng over. So the correct preposition is across. So letter C.